So after the installation of APK and the authentication process, what you can see on the right is the basically the main page of our feature, the app, which is a mock-up of a tic-tac-toe game, which you can see there are 3x3, 9 cards, and where a user can upload images to clear it. You can find a more specific instruction when you click on the instruction button on the top right corner. So in order for a board to be cleared, there are 3 ways. The first option is to clear of a column, clear of a diagonal, and the final option is to clear of a row. And in order to clear each card of this, the user has to upload some image to prove that they're completing the activity prompted by the card with some sort of kindness action. So let's get to it. Currently we are having a user with just to clarify a little bit what these terms mean. There are points, which is obviously the points of the user. Each card is worth 10 points to be clear, and the board is all about the number of boards the user has completed so far, whereas streak is the within the scope of 24 hours. How many continuous boards has the user cleared? So let's get started. Let's first try to clear the very first board for this user, and random image once again. After the clear of the very first board, the user is supposed to be prompted a pop-up of the very first board being finished. And meanwhile, you can also see the points has updated from 450 to 480. And the first streak pop-up is about the 3 continuous boards being completed. So let's get to it. Also, a mention is that if you notice that the current user is having 500 points, so there's also a pop-up of certain points like 500, 1,000, etc. So this is the clearing of the second board, also the streak of 2, and let's clear the third one. The last one. So this is streak of 3. The reason I brought up a database in the window a lot is that it might be not very trivial how many streaks of board he or she has achieved, unless he or she remembers. But just showing that 3 streaks being achieved. And next, I got some. We got leaderboards. It could either be global leaderboard, which has every single user in the database, and after clicking on it, we can see his or her profile, which has obviously pronoun, points, and the badges. The one we just see, the pop-up actually represent the badges. Like this one has 1 board, 3 streaks. It's actually me, the current user using. And the other aspect is the local leaderboard, which is only the user, his or herself, and his or her connections. I guess I'll also give a quick instruction of the technical aspect. So you might have noticed that every time we enter this page, before the rendering everything, you see the loading, and then it turns into the text that has been responded by the API. That is because in Flutter, at least in our current implementation, there are usually multiple processes. Some get processed faster, others processed later. Like the faster one includes, obviously the page it renders first, then it finishes the API call. The reason you're also seeing when I upload something, there's a little bit delay. It looks like delay. Other than internet aspect, there's also a delay of a call function to fetch the string as well as borders, to make sure that the upload endpoints, the backend has finished updating the string and the borders value. And also, the current implementation, because the variable checking whether the pop-up should pop up, like this string one is a local variable. We can only make sure that it pop up once in each session, but when we re-enter the page, it will show up again since the value hasn't changed. And I guess that's pretty much it. Thank you.